Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to AI Sports Predictor. Picture it, Saturday, Little Caesars Arena, the sound of skates cutting into fresh ice. The hum of the crowd waiting, knowing. The Detroit Red Wings and the Minnesota Wild about to drop the puck in what the books are calling a virtual toss-up. ABC's got the cameras rolling, the lights are bright, and the sports books. Oh, they've set the stage like a high-stakes poker game. Let's talk history. Detroit just got torched at home by Tampa Bay, 6-3. That's not just a loss, that's a message sent. A dent in the armor. Minnesota, they took New York's Islanders and sent them packing, 6-3. Two teams walking in with very different vibes. One looking to shake off a bad taste. The other, riding a little momentum. Now, the numbers. The money line, dead even. Detroit minus 110. Minnesota minus 110. No favorite, no underdog, just two teams standing across from each other, staring. Waiting for someone to flinch. The over, under, 5.5 goals. That's a number that doesn't lie. It says the books see this as a slugfest with just enough scoring to keep you on edge. But let's dig deeper. Detroit has been the moneyline favorite 14 times this season. Won 7, lost 7. Flip a coin. Call it in the air. When the moneyline is below minus 115. 4 wins. Not exactly a fortress. The Red Wings have hit the over in 30 of 55 games this season. That's a 54.5% clip. Last 10 games, Detroit's gone 7-2-1, pulling 80% of possible points, scoring 2.8 goals per game, giving up 2.4. Minnesota, on the other hand, has been an underdog 25 times. They've pulled off 11 upsets, 44% win rate. So, what does that tell us? It tells us this is a damn good hockey game waiting to happen. One team trying to make a statement. The other, looking to stay in the groove. But forget what the books say. Forget what the narratives say. The question is, what does the AI say? And today's AI pick is Detroit Red Wings moneyline, minus 115. Now, let's be real here. This isn't a guarantee. This isn't a lock. But the numbers don't lie, and neither does momentum. Detroit's playing at home. They've been hot in their last 10, and Minnesota, while scrappy, has struggled when the game gets tight. The Red Wings have something to prove. And when you have something to prove, you come out swinging. Alright, that's one down. Let's keep rolling. Game 2, coming up next.
Alright, one down. But we don't stop. We reload. Next stop. Philadelphia. Wells Fargo Center. The Edmonton Oilers rolling into enemy territory to face the Philadelphia Flyers. It's an afternoon battle, 1 p.m. Eastern, and ESPN is broadcasting the carnage. Now let's get something straight. This isn't just another game. This is Connor McDavid and the Oilers walking into a hornet's nest, and the Flyers. They're looking to make a statement. Edmonton just fell to Colorado, 5-4 tough loss. Close fight. They came up short, but these boys don't stay down for long. Philadelphia. They just snatched a 3-2 win over Pittsburgh. A little momentum, a little confidence, and just enough swagger to make this interesting. Now let's talk numbers because numbers tell the truth. Edmonton moneyline? 190, that's some heavy chalk. The books are giving them a 6 to 5.4% chance to take this one. Philadelphia. 158, that's a 38.8% implied probability. Long shot, but long shots hit when you least expect. Total goals? 6.5, they're expecting fireworks. And let's break it down further. The Oilers have been favorites in 50 games this season. They've taken care of business 30 times. When they've been favored at 108-9 or shorter. 16-7 record. That's dominance. Over their last 10 games, 5-4-1, that's not peak Oilers, but they're still putting up 3.3 goals per game. Defensively, they're giving up 2.8 per game. Not ideal, but not a red flag either. Now flip the script. The Flyers have been underdogs in 40 games. They've only pulled off the upset 12 times. That's a 30% win rate. And when they're dogs at 158 or longer, 3-8 record. That ain't the kind of stat that inspires confidence. Last 10 games? 3-6-1, that's a 60% of possible points left on the table. Scoring? Yikes. 1.6 goals per game in that stretch. That's barely enough to keep the lights on. Defense? Allowing 3 per game. They're bleeding goals, and against a team like Edmonton, that's a problem. So what does that mean? It means one team has an elite offense, the other can't score to save their lives. It means Edmonton's got too much firepower, and Philly doesn't have the guns to keep up. But forget what the books say. Forget the narratives. The question is, what does the AI say? And today's AI pick is Edmonton Oilers moneyline 190. Yeah, it's chalk. Yeah, the payout ain't pretty. But you don't bet against McDavid and the boys when they've got a defense like Philly standing in their way. The Flyers. They're not built to keep up in a shootout. Edmonton's got the firepower, and tonight, that's what matters. All right, 2 down. Game 3 coming up next.
All right, 2 down. But don't get comfortable. We're rolling straight into Pittsburgh, where the Washington Capitals are coming to town. This ain't just a division matchup, it's a clash between one of the best offensive teams in the league and a Penguins squad trying to keep its head above water. 3 p.m. Eastern. ABC's got the coverage. But we got the inside scoop. The numbers that matter. Moneyline, Capitals, 145. Penguins plus 125. Books say Washington's got a 60.8% shot at winning this one. Total goals, 6 flat. The books are split, offense versus defense, firepower versus resistance. Now, let's get to the facts. Washington's rolling in with the number 2 scoring offense in the NHL, dropping a nasty 3.56 goals per game. Penguins? Their defense is like a broken gate in a zombie movie, allowing 3.44 goals per game, 30th in the league. That's bottom of the barrel bad. And how are they looking recently? Capitals last 10, 6-1-3. That's 65% of possible points snagged. Penguins last 10, 4-5-1, barely staying above water. Washington is putting up 3.6 goals per game in that span. Pittsburgh? Just 2.2, the AI knows best. So what are we looking at? A high-powered Washington offense against a leaky Pittsburgh defense. A team winning games versus a team losing ground. A team built for the playoffs versus a team trying to survive. So let's cut the drama. The AI has spoken. And today's AI pick is Washington Capitals moneyline, 145. It's not rocket science. Washington's too strong offensively. Pittsburgh can't score, and their defense? That's a mess. Take Washington, take the money, and keep it moving. All right, Game 3 down. Let's keep it rolling. Game 4, coming up next.
All right, 3 down. But the night ain't over. Now we take this show to Scotiabank Arena, where the Carolina Hurricanes roll into enemy territory to face the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's 7 p.m. Eastern. The crowd. Loud. The stakes. High. And the sportsbooks. Oh, they got this one damn near a coin flip. Breaking down the battle monoline odds, Hurricanes 100. And 15 slight favorites, Maple Leafs 100. And 8 just behind win probability from 10,000 simulations, Hurricanes 51%, Maple Leafs 49%. We're talking razor-thin margins. You ever flip a coin and watch it spin in midair, just begging it to land your way? That's this game. What the numbers tell us, the Hurricanes are favored by 1.5 goals. But if you're trusting spreads in a near 50-50 game, you're playing with fire. The total. Set at 5.5 goals. A number that whispers low-scoring grinder, but not without danger. Now let's get one thing straight, both these teams are here for blood. The Hurricanes? A disciplined, aggressive team that plays suffocating hockey. The Maple Leafs? A squad that, when they're hot, can torch you with their speed and scoring talent. So what do we do? Do we roll with the storm, or do we take the home squad? The AI has run the numbers. The AI has spoken. And today's AI pick is Carolina Hurricanes moneyline 115. Here's why. 51% win probability, a defense that strangles offenses, and a Leaf squad that just doesn't have the same consistency under pressure. In games like these, you take the more structured, disciplined team. You take the team that grinds out wins. That's 4 games down. And we keep moving. Game 5, coming up next.
Alright, 4 down, but we ain't done, not by a long shot. Now, we step into KeyBank Center, where the New York Rangers march into Buffalo to take on the Sabres. The books got this one lined up like a bar fight, Rangers at -120, Sabres at +100. One team's got the slight edge, but in hockey, slight edges mean nothing when that puck drops. The setup moneyline odds, Rangers -120, 54.5% implied win probability, Sabres +100, 50.0% implied win probability, total goals, 6.5 this one. It ain't no clear-cut winner. The books are whispering, close call, but we're here to do more than listen, we're here to pick this thing apart. The numbers that matter: the Rangers have been moneyline favorites 36 times this season. They've cashed out 21 times. That's a 58% hit rate. When the books set them at -120 or shorter. 21-14, not elite, but enough to make you take notice. Last 10 games, 5-4-1. Decent form, but nothing bulletproof. Offense, they've been pumping in 3.5 goals per game. Defense, giving up 3.0 per game. A little shaky, but still respectable. Now, let's look at Buffalo. The Sabres, underdogs 36 times this season. They've won 13 of those. That's a 36.1% upset rate. When set at +100 or longer, 11-18. That ain't screaming confidence. Last 10 games, 5-5-0. Right at 500, like a fighter who can take a punch but ain't landing enough to win rounds. Scoring, 3.5 goals per game. Defense, allowing 3.2 per game. That's a little loose. The AI knows best. This ain't a game where you look at history. This is a game where you look at who's coming in stronger. So what do we got? The Rangers, with just a bit more structure, just a bit more consistency. The Sabres, they're not a pushover, but when it comes down to the final minutes, you want your money on the team that knows how to close. So, let's make it official. And today's AI pick is New York Rangers moneyline, -120. It's the smarter play, the sharper side. You take the Rangers. You trust the numbers, and you don't overthink it.
Alright, that's 5 games down, 5 picks locked in. Let's run 'em back. Detroit Red Wings moneyline, 115, home ice. Recent form, and the Wild just don't have the edge in this one. Edmonton Oilers moneyline, 190, McDavid and the boys up against the struggling Flyers offense? Easy call. Washington Capitals moneyline, 145. The Penguins' defense is a mess, and the Caps have the firepower to capitalize. Carolina Hurricanes moneyline, 115. This one's tight, but structure and discipline beat inconsistency every time. New York Rangers moneyline, 120. More consistency, better closing ability, and a Sabres team that just doesn't pull enough upsets. That's 5 picks, straight from the AI's brain to your bankroll. You know what to do: like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a pick. And remember, the sportsbook ain't your friend. But AI Sports Predictor? We got your back. Let's keep winning. See you on the next one.